Good morning, student. Today, again in class 6, we will be discussing the question answer. We have already discussed up to question 2. Now, state the difference between a globe and a map. This answer is very simple, straight. You can write uh, from the book. Okay, difference between a map and a globe, it is given over here. Four differences are there. I have already explained you all these differences. Okay, so this portion you can write 1, 2, 3 and 4. This difference you can write for this answer. Then after this we see that the next question is, what are the five basic parts of a map? Name them along with brief description. This answer also, it is a straightforward question, and here it is given. Yes, parts of a map. So there are five basic parts of a map: caption, direction, scale, legend or key, and grid system. And about the introduction, you can write caption, it introduces the map. Direction, it helps to find the direction north, south, east, west. Scale, okay, helps to measure distance. And legend or key, that is the explains the symbols that are used in the map. And grid system, that is it helps to locate places with the help of latitude and longitude. Okay, so this you can write for this question, parts of a map. And then one more question is there: what is the difference between a political and a physical map? Okay, so difference between political and physical map also you can see over here. It is given physical map and political map. Okay, so physical map shows landforms and water bodies like valleys, mountain, plains, rivers and other features. These features are represented by different colors. And political map shows the country, state, capital, district and important towns, clearly depicting their boundaries. Okay, so this is the difference between physical and political map. This also you can write. So with this we complete chapter 1, and now in this video itself we will proceed to the next chapter. uh, the next chapter is chapter 3, that is major water bodies on earth, chapter 3. And in this some key concepts are given. You can see these are the things which we are going to study in this chapter. Major water bodies, their characteristics and importance, like oceans, seas, lake, rivers. Then locating the above on the world map, where are these different oceans or seas located. Then causes of pollution of water bodies. So these are the concepts that we are going to study in this chapter. So first, what are water bodies? We know that about two-thirds of the earth's surface is covered with water. Okay, so almost uh, you can call it two-third. Okay, major part, only one-fourth is land, and rest three-fourth are water. Two-third of earth's surface is covered with water. This life-giving natural resource has the unique property of existing in all three states, that is solid, liquid and gas. Okay, water vapor is present in all three. Water is present in all three forms, three states: solid in the form of ice, okay, polar ice; liquid, the flowing water; and gas, that is the water vapor. It is present in the atmosphere, on the earth's surface and even underground. Okay, so it is not only present on the surface of the earth, it is not only present in the atmosphere, but it is also present deep inside the earth and underground water. For example, you must be using a hand pump or tube well, or by boring, deep boring. Okay, by the help of the motor, we pump the water out. So that is underground water. They are present in the atmosphere in the form of water vapor, formation of cloud, water cycle we have studied. Okay, formation of cloud, evaporation, all such things. So in the atmosphere it is present. And on the surface of the earth, flowing water in the name river, lake, etc. So water sustains all life on earth. Without water, there would be no life on earth. So water is one of the most essential component of our earth, which sustains life. Sustains life means which help in the formation of life. It is made available to us through various water bodies such as ocean, seas, bay, lakes, river, etc. So this water is available in either in ocean or sea in the form of salty water, and in the river and lakes as sweet water, which we generally use. These water bodies are storehouses of oil and minerals. Okay, so in the offshore, that is in the coastal areas, in the sea coast, okay, and also beneath the water, ocean or seabed, okay, over there also oil and minerals are found. They also help in international trade by providing trade routes. Okay, so this water bodies, ocean or sea, also provide sea route, and through this sea route we can move from one country to another or from one continent to another. So they help us in going to any other country or continent. So they provide trade routes. Then oceans. We take up the next topic, ocean. A vast open expanse of water is called an ocean. So what is an ocean? A vast, very big, open expanse of water is called an ocean. That is why it is also known as Mahasagar. Okay, ocean. Approximately 71% of the Earth's surface is covered by ocean. Okay, 71% of the Earth. There are major five oceans. You know the name: Arctic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, and Southern Ocean. So these are the main oceans, and all these oceans, approximately 71% of the Earth's surface is covered by ocean. Then there are five oceans: Arctic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, and Antarctic or Southern Ocean. So these are the five main oceans. So first we will study about the Arctic Ocean. This is the smallest and the shallowest ocean. The smallest among all the five, this is the smallest, and shallowest means the depth of this ocean is not so very deep. Okay, it is not a very deep ocean, so it is shallow ocean, and it surrounds the North Pole in the north. The average depth of this ocean is about one fourth of the Pacific Ocean. If we compare this ocean with the Pacific Ocean, which is the largest ocean and also the deepest ocean, it is the depth of Arctic Ocean is only one fourth of the Pacific. Okay, suppose if we take the depth of Pacific is 100 meter, then what will be the depth of Arctic Ocean? 25 meter. Yes, it is extremely cold because it is located in the North Pole and is covered with ice partially all the year around. So since it is one of the coldest ocean, and major part of the year it is covered with ice. Then Indian Ocean, the only ocean which is named after a country, India. Indian Ocean, this ocean is mainly in the southern hemisphere between Africa, southern Asia, and Australia and Antarctica. In the map, I will show you where these are located. Its deepest point is Java Trench. Deepest point is Java Trench. That is, Java is a island of Indonesia, and over there, this ocean is very deep, deepest. Many tropical islands are scattered over this ocean. For example, Maldives, Mauritius, Madagascar, and Seychelles. These are the islands of this ocean. Then many of these have coral beaches also in these islands. Some of these islands are coral islands, and so we have coral beach over there. Okay, so this is about the Indian Ocean. So in this video I will discuss up to here. Okay, in the next video then I will continue. Till then, you write the question answer of the previous lesson, and start reading this chapter and form inside questions. Okay, thank you.